the logistics of the book club. We're going to read one book a month. It's going to be hosted on YouTube with discussions either in live streams or in the direct comment section of the videos that I post, just because that's the easiest way to do it right now. And this is a no problem, very okay book club. So very simple, very lo-fi. There's not going to be a fancy thing. So it's going to be one book a month, and there'll be three book club videos every month. First video will be kind of like this, although less comprehensive. It'll just be about the book that we're going to read, with some invitations about what maybe we can pay attention to as we're reading, like what questions we'll ask ourselves. The second video is just halfway through the month, halfway through the book. This is where we can ask all the questions in the comment sections, share our experience in the comment sections of reading. What's happening in the book thus far, craft-wise? What questions do I have that we want to ask each other? What opinions or experiences reading as we identify how this book works that we want to share. And then the last video will be a live stream end of the month where we can talk about the book together. We can start to maybe engage back and forth about the questions that we're asking ourselves. And that's it. One book a month, 3 videos about the book. In the spirit of the book club, we want to share and value and believe in our own experience of reading, and and we want to cultivate the ability not to doubt ourselves and our experiences of reading, and also cultivate like listening and valuing and engaging with each other and with Ophi, with other people's experiences and opinions about how these stories work, and especially not to sneer or to make light of someone whose opinion or experience we feel is like less perceptive than ours, or less, advanced or intelligent or close to what we feel the real impact of the book is. Yeah, just to listen and cultivate a lot of other people's opinions. I think for me, I have just been going about it alone, forming my own opinions, and there's been a real power and agency to that, to kind of slough off what other people may suggest about reading or books or anything, and to do it myself. And I've come to the limit of that, where I have to start sharing. I have to start being wrong and being perceived as unenlightened, unintelligent, because that's the only way I'm going to learn more. It's the only way I'm going to grow. It's the only way I'm going to be able to share my experience, is to just fucking start sharing and to start being wrong. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start sharing, we're going to start listening, and we're going to start to be wrong together. Okay, About a Mountain by John D'Agata. It is, that's Ophi's fault. The book is about our narrator. Well, it's not about our narrator. Our narrator moves to Las Vegas with his mom, lives there for 1 year, and we kind of get a picture of his base level experience. And then the book starts to get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. All the layers that consist of this kind of initial image that we see of our narrator's experience, revolving somewhat around the Yucca Mountain proposed nuclear waste site just outside of Las Vegas in late 2000s. Early 2010s, maybe 2008 or 9. So there's this blurb on the back of the book that I think describes what we're going to read for in this book. And I'm going to skip some. We don't need all of the adjectives. But so John D'Agata picks up a thread or several threads and follows them, stays with them, letting each lead him deeper and deeper into uncharted territory until blah, 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 blah. So that's what we're reading for. It's something I'm very interested in, that novels or literature does, like deep and not complex but rich literature can do, is use theme as the primary engine to drive the book. Well executed theme is very subtle, and when you have a subtle engine driving the book, it can make it feel like magic. And I think that's the primary experiences of reading and writing that I value, is how something can feel like a magic and mystery and be so powerful and driven. And I feel like theme and the thematic engine is one way to create to generate that mystery and that magic in a book, which is in the end undefinable and not something that you can just understand. But this is our window into how books work, how good books work, and how subtle books work. So we're going to ask ourselves, the invitation in the book club is to ask ourselves, what are the thematic containers? What are these threads in the book? Let's identify each thematic thread, or I like the term thematic silo, because when we define what the thematic silos are, then we're going to ask, the invitation, if you'd like, is to ask how they're arranged in the book. Is there a kind of repeating pattern? Is the pattern switched? Is it flipped? How is the pattern utilized to create the effects, the experiences that we have as readers? So the invitation is to read this book for theme, identify the themes, and then see how we think the themes are arranged, and then how that pattern of arrangement may change and be adapted, and what effect changing that pattern may have on our reading. I think that's it. I have this whole spiel about reading like an MFA student on one end of the spectrum and reading like a person just letting a story happen to them on the other end of the spectrum, and how we're kind of somewhere in the middle, letting our own experience guide us and trusting our own experience. I think this is enough. This video doesn't have to be comprehensive, doesn't have to be an essay about reading and writing. Let's just read this book. Let's read this book together and pick it up. It's 200 pages. We'll read to page 106. We're going to read to page 106 by mid-February. If you don't get the book for another week and a half, 2 weeks, you can probably read the first 106 pages in a day or 2 days and catch up with us. So in this video, if you want to comment, maybe, I don't know, whatever you want to comment. In the second video, we'll really start asking each other questions about the book, about the themes. We'll start to identify things together. And then in the last video, we'll live stream, we'll talk to each other, we'll learn from each other, and read as writers, we'll read as artists, we'll read experientially, and we'll trust ourselves, trust our experience. Okay. That's it. Ophi and I are going to start reading the book, and okay. Bye-bye. Thank you. Goodbye. Good job. No problem. Very okay book club. No problem. Very okay book club. Bye. Bye-bye. 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 Goodbye. Yes. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye.